Hey guys, it's our new video, and today we're gonna speak about, guess what? It is once more about programming, and it's 10 best coding games to build your programming skills. So guys, let's go. Coding games help you learn faster with hands-on practice and experience, plus they are a fun way to test your programming skills. Programming is fun once you know what you're doing, but getting to the point can be a grueling journey. Which is why you should set aside time to play these coding games and challenges. Not only do they serve as fun breaks, but you will learn faster and retain more info thanks to the hands-on practice and experience. Ready to get started? Let's go. Robocode. Robocode is a complex programming game that has you code robot things and pit them against each other. Your job is to write the artificial intelligence that drives your robots to successful using real language like Java, Scala, C#, and more. To get started, check out the Robocode basics and tutorials on RoboWiki. The Robocode installer comes with a development environment, built-in robot editor and Java compiler. Despite launching back in 2000, Robocode is still regularly updated and maintained, helped along by the fact that it's open source and addictive. Coding game. Coding game is a game like web app where you solve puzzles and challenges by writing real code. Over 25 programming languages are supported, including Java, C#, Python, JavaScript, Lua, Go, Rust, and more. Each puzzle or challenge has a theme. For example, program the turret to shut down airships that come too close, which kicks up the fun factor. Code Combat. Code Combat is another web app for game-like puzzles and challenges that can only be solved by writing code. But whereas coding is more entertaining, Combat has a significant educational angle with a classroom edition that teachers can use to help their students learn how to code. 3 course paths are available to pursue: computer science, web development, and game development. Code Wars. Code Wars isn't so much a programming game as it is a game field, way to practice coding and solve algorithm challenges. You get points for completing puzzles, and point values are determined by how efficient your solutions are. Code Wars lets you view solutions submitted by others, which you can study and learn from. I believe it's one of the ways to learn a new programming language and its idioms. Vim Adventures. Vim Adventures is a fun game-like tutorial for learning how to use Vim, a highly unusual but extremely powerful text editor that many programming pros love to use. It has a huge extremely curve through which is why tutorials like this exist. So, while Vim isn't a programming language per se, mastering Vim can help you become a more efficient coder, hence why I've included it in this article. Tease 10. It's the assembly language programming game you never asked for. It says, so right there on the scene. Tease 100 is a video game like no other, forcing you to learn and use a mock version of low-level assembly code to solve its puzzles. This game is not a joke, it's difficult, open-ended, and it has incredible replay value as long as you don't become so frustrated and confused that you uninstall in a fit of rage. It costs almost $7 for the Lord, but it's a good one version and you should definitely study it and understand it better. I suppose you get what I was talking about. Next one is Shio I/O0. From the same studio behind T100 comes Chance for 1 to 0, a puzzle game where you tasked your creating simplified circuits and writing simplified assembly codes that run on set circuits. Between the two games, Chain 1 to 0 is easier to get into, the more enjoyable, with the same air of satisfying complexity. The lot ran just for $14.99. It's a reasonable price for such an interesting and useful game, I suppose. Human Resource Machine. Human resource managers are quite good. What is human machines resource? In human machine resource, you play as an office worker who complete tasks by combining various instructions together. In a sense, this game is all about puzzle solving through visual programming, even going as far as to touch on concepts like logical flow and memory management, but presented in an easy to digest office themed way. Are there any office workers? Please write back in comments whether you are working or if you are still studying at school, university, lyceums, different things, colleges. So write back so that I can understand what you are doing for life. It's a great game for exercising your programmer's brain and may even make a good coding game for kids too. You can download this on Human Resource Machine for $14.99. Yeah, nice one. And the scripts. The last game we're gonna speak about now. Scripts with chance for scripted scripts is an MMO strategy game where you use JavaScript to code the behaviors of in-game entities and build an empire for yourself. The base game comes with a private server for you to play on your own, plus 30 days of full access to the official server. After that, you can keep playing on the official server in a limited capacity, which can be lifted with a monthly subscription. Other ways to sharpen your coding skills. Looking for even more ways to hone your programming ability, you may benefit from listening to some podcasts for coders and developers. You can also start making your own games with free game development tools. If you are looking for a suitable way for your children to get into coding, you may want to consider some great coding classes and games for kids. However, if after everything you are still struggling and cannot seem to grasp the basics of programming, you may want to step back and consider whether programming is the right choice for you. Let us know how it goes. So, write please in comments after watching the video and after practicing a bit, which like every field of studying you choose and what you gonna study, which language of the programming. So that was all for today. Waiting for your likes and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.